Wow. Wow. That's so embarrassing. I had a setting set wrong, so I started my live stream and I had no viewers for like 5 minutes straight. So I'm thinking, man, I must have made y'all mad at some point. And then I realized it was unlisted, which means nobody can see it except for me. And then I went and made it listed. Now there's 18 people here. How's it going, everybody? My name is Steven, and I am not figuring out how to be a YouTuber. But I'm also not leaving Las Vegas. Like, share, subscribe. This video is going to be stuff you want me to talk about. I'm closing the door now. Close the door. And I got a haircut. Yes, the wife has cut my hair. Multiple muchos gracias to Mr. Black Kane, who helped me with my haircut. Because, what is it, baby?
Everybody like your haircut?
I don't know. I'm right now asking him.
Are you online?
Yeah, I'm online already. You know that.
Oh.
Every night,
Did you
7:45.
say thank you to that guy?
I literally just said that. All right, let me talk with
That made
these
me
folks.
nervous.
I know everybody seems to like it though.
I'm not used to,
Super sharp professional tools. You usually use a butter knife. Yeah, not quite a butter knife, but those $10 scissors at Walmart are no good. Yes, that's good. YouTube slot channels. Lots of YouTube streamers to go watch, guys. But for some reason, you're still here, and I appreciate all that. So I went to Facebook today, and I said something to the effect of, I don't know what to talk about, so I may as well not live stream. And then I had 45 people say stuff to me. And then the things they said, whoa, Vegas Mooch, thank you. Vegas, oh, Mr. Classic TV 1980. I hope that's the slot channel that person was mentioning that they're in, because I know you're a slot channel. Agua. Agua, not frio. More like agua somewhat caliente, because I don't put ice in it. So we got a bunch of topics to talk about. We're going to be on point for Vegas for 90 minutes, 9 minutos. I'm not trying to learn Spanish. It's just popping into my head. Let me adjust my screen so I can see what these there chats say, and I can better to serve you. Look at past my camera. What I do, if you're ever wondering, I put it so my camera's here, but my chat window's right back there, so I can kind of see some stuff. Guys, thank you, everybody. Sad did a class or two today. That's a good thing, Tammy. I don't know what that means, class 2. What is a class 2? I don't know what sad did a class 2. I thought you meant a class or two. I'm like, oh, you're back in school. Great. Well, hi, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I did a lot of yard work today. And in between that, my wife cut my hair with the professional scissors that Mr. Black Kane sent me. That was very nice of him. I should have probably not said his name, or I should have asked him, because he was like, nah, you don't have to mention my name. So that's not good. Wow. Well, Brianna, okay. Well, Brianna's got to get to her delivery. Brianna joined my Patreon, which was very nice of her. I had a bunch of people join the Patreon. I'm going to start shouting out the people who joined Patreon on the channel if you guys want, because I think it's only fair. I'll just do it on a daily basis. Today, the Patreon folks were Alfredo Castillo, DJ Wilson, Jared Green, William Roberts, Helen Callie, Margot Knight, and last night it was Brianna Drag Queen. And then just because I can do it yesterday was Rosemary Baker, Kai Aiken, David Buelcher, and then we had Anthony Collins the day before, Darian Smith, Nora B., Lynn Payne, Patrick G. Herbert came back into the fray, George Weisenberger, Matt Wall, Howard Glickman, Irwin Jackson, Jeff Henry, Stephanie Cooper, Rose Atkins. That takes us back to April 26. All right, so you know what? You guys are awesome. Thank you for being on that side of things too. I'm going to post up some more good content in there. What's my favorite swimming pool in Vegas? The Tropicana. Used to be that locals could go there for free. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but it is what it is. Hello, good people. You know, somebody on my Patreon sent me a link, and it said that the COVID stats were a lot better than what they are telling us, but I can't find the source, so I can't post the link, because then that would be fake news if I was wrong. Terry asks, Steven, why don't casinos today follow the Circus plan that worked so well back in the day now? What, you talking about the slots and the limits and the payouts? Yeah, I mean, I think it's because they have to diversify, because you just can't have so many people playing slots. I also think that gaming revenues are down, but gaming spending per person is up. And I really do think so. And I'm not sure that the profit model is the same as it was back then. Back then it was cheap food sold at a little bit of a profit plus slots and tables, but now the profit model's morphed into retail shops, and it's entertainment, high-end dollar amounts, and all this kind of stuff. I'm so glad there's people here. If I mentioned and you're just tuning in, we're going to talk about stuff that you suggested on the Not Leaving Las Vegas Facebook group. And I thought I was doing a live stream and nobody wanted to watch because I had it on as unlisted, which means none of you got a notification. And then, oh man, when I fixed that, everything clicked. Great. My wife cut my hair, a cough suit, so my wife did my haircut. She's been cutting it for the last whenever, since 2004. Hit the like button, guys, and if you hit the like button, I'll answer some questions that some people answered me. Or wait, no, I'll answer some questions that some people asked me. Man, so today I woke up at 5:45 in the morning, tried to do some video stuff. Then I went and I ran around and bought stuff for dinner. We had burgers and hot dogs, and then I did the yard, and at about, because I got to the Walmart pharmacy, and there's like nobody at the Walmart store, and even though they tell everybody to stay in your lane and go it's all still a Walmart, it's still chaotic, but I'm there and it's too early, so I don't get anything from the pharmacy. I don't think I'm going to need it. I come home, I cut the grass, it hits me like a ton of bricks, 15 sneezes in a row, coughing, just stuffed up face. So I drive all the way back to Walmart, go to the pharmacy. The whole time I'm walking in there going, it's just allergies. Look at the grass stains on my shoes. And I buy the Sudafed and I come home. I've been on Sudafed all day. Oh my gosh, what an experience. And then I worked in the yard cutting grass because we have a lot of overgrown grass at our place. Part of the deal of living here is we're going to work on the yard and stuff. That's where we're renting at. And then I cooked dinner for me and the wife, and that was good. And now it is good. Hit the like if you like the haircut, Gucci says. I like it, Gucci. I'm doing good, Kevin. Oh, everybody here seems to know each other, and I love it. It's like Cheers, where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came, unless they're a troll, and then we just kick them out. And ain't that sweet? As sweet as it can be. So I hope you're doing well here in Las Vegas. I hope all of you guys are awesome. I hope wherever you are sheltered in place and everything is going great. You guys ever want to know something that I'm finding that's a secret is some people are going to try to pick on you for no reason. And you have to look past that. And that's something that I think is important because I am getting to learn that there are certain people that aren't going to like me, and I'm not trying to make them like me. I do want to be liked, but I don't need to be liked, and that's a big difference. And when those people are like that with you, you got to look past that, my friend, because you can't live your life trying to please everybody. I'm trying to get the back in because we got our official mascot hanging up there. There it is. I don't know if that person's in the chat who sent that to me, but I got the mascot hanging up. So I guess the only thing I can tell you today is like, look, don't spend your life trying to make other people like you. You will find yourself in a very lonely prison cell that you created for yourself. If some people don't like you, that's fine. If people are picking on you, that's fine. I feel it a little more personally because there's some YouTube people that decide that they want to do it, and then there are people come to here and there. And I'm just going to look past that, move along, son. So, moderators, with that, if you see something you don't like and it seems like it's just ridiculous level, 10 out of 10, moderate it. If not, let people express their political disregard for each other in a nice way. Let them call this governor an asshat. Let them call the governor a genius. Whatever you want to do that. No hate, no bigotry, no sexism, no racism, no none of that business. Paul... You're still a hair farmer. Lucky Steve. What is a hair farmer? I don't know. So you grow hair? You grow hair for other men? I'm fascinated by your business model, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter to learn more, Paul. So Vegas questions, we're going to go for 90 minutes. Don't know if we're going to have 90 minutes in us. It's hard to... So, Paul. Are you from Minnesota? Are you from Minnesota? Anyways, after Paul says, yes, ignore them. But, you know, when it's somebody that's doing, like, a thing, and then they just, you're like, do you not have anything better to do? Oh, okay, here's what it is, okay? Check this out. I'm listening to a podcast called Business Wars. It's fascinating. If you have time, you should listen to this podcast called Business Wars. If you're not into podcasts, trust me, they're actually really good. And this one here goes that it's actually Amazon versus Walmart. And at one point, Jeff Bezos was talking to his people, and they're talking about how Barnes and Noble is going to come out and make a website that sells books, and everybody is going to be upset, and they're all going to flock to Barnes and Noble. And Jeff Bezos touches upon something like, it doesn't matter what our competitors do, it only matters what we do. We will provide the best service and experience for our guests or our customers. And in this case on YouTube, you must provide the best experience for your viewers on YouTube. If you don't, they'll go somewhere else and get a better experience. But if you do, and if you can just practice, disregard what doesn't work, exemplify what does work, and amplify it, you'll have the best viewers. And I'm not saying I do the best, because I don't know that I do the best, but I have the best viewers somehow. And that's all 407 of you here. But that's what Jeff Bezos said. And he fired a guy that was complaining about his 2-day Prime wacky idea, because he said, we need to dominate a market where people don't even want to leave their house to go shopping anymore, and make it so convenient for people that we are the best at serving them. Whoa, no life. No life. That is awesome. Thank you, No Life. 777 thank yous. That's not how many people are watching. That's just a 777. It's lucky for Vegas. Well, what do you think about people being upset about strip clubs being close to the new stadium? I've never heard anybody say that, Thomas. But are they saying that because Larry Flint's Hustler Club has been down there forever? And I don't think that it's a big deal. There are adult and gentlemen's clubs everywhere in Las Vegas. I don't get it. Guys, you need to say thank you to No Life for that. Very, very generous. Thank you so much. Who cares? It's an adult gentlemen's club. You don't have to go if you don't want to go. No one's forcing you in there. They're not forcing you to go in there like Clockwork Orange style with your eyeballs stretched open in some crazy contraption. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. Good. No one needs to go. Larry Flint, to a lot of people, was a patriot. To a lot of people, he was a purveyor of smut. The answer always lies somewhere in between. John Powell is being a little less than positive, saying the stadium won't be used. I don't know about that. Howard, it's not a new mic. It's the same old mic that I've had for a very long time. I'm just talking into it. Maybe, I don't know. No, it's the same mic. I've been using the same mic. Here it is. This is the microphone. It's a USB mic, and it has pretty good. It's pretty good, but I need to stop saying P's and D's so hard because it blows your ears up. What's the best small town casino town? West Wendover, Lake Tahoe, Laughlin. Gotta be Lake Tahoe, man. Are you kidding me? I mean, Lake Tahoe has a little to offer everybody. It's got nightlife with some clubs. I think the Harrah's has a nightclub. Lake Tahoe has shopping districts, a ski resort, a beach. In the wintertime, they have an ice surface set up at Heavenly, at the base of Heavenly, and the shops right down there where you can go ice skating. They have a mini golf course in the summertime. You have the mountains. You have the ridgeline. You can take a hike up to the ridgeline any time of the year, no matter how brave or cold you want to get in the wintertime, or no matter how hot and sweaty you want to get in the summertime. You can camp in Lake Tahoe. You can go to movies in Lake. It's a great place. I love it. I love it. I love Lake Tahoe. Listen, it's a good place. That's what I say. So here's some questions. Question number 1. Greg Guth asks, how about our favorite movie filmed in or about Las Vegas? Guys, what's your favorite movie filmed in or about Las Vegas? I'm going to tell you mine. Mine is called The Pact, P-A-C-T. P-A-C-T. It stars Nicolas Cage. And who's that dude that was in The Hobbit? Bilbo Baggins? No, it was, gosh, I gotta look it up now. But it's a great movie. It stars Nicolas Cage. It's a dramatic cop movie, the Pact movie. And it's actually quite good. Is it called The Pact, or did I screw that up? Haha, I screwed that up. I think it's not called The Pact. No, it's not The Pact. Oh my gosh, I suck at this. Nicolas Cage, movie, Las Vegas, cop. That's how you find it. Nope. Wow, I can't use the Google's machines. So what do we got? We got Leaving Las Vegas. It could happen to you. I love it. Okay, that works for me. The Trust. Packed Trust, same difference. So it's called The Trust. It's on Netflix. You should definitely watch The Trust with Nicolas Cage. For the record, don't worry about the ratings that you see. It's just redunculous and stupid. The Trust stars Nicolas Cage, Elijah Wood, and a bunch of people that you probably never heard of. It's got Stephen Williams in it, though. He's a badass. He's cool. It's got Jerry Lewis in it, guys. The Trust has Jerry Lewis in it. And he's not even talking like Jerry Lewis. Hey, lady. Oh, nice lady. That sounds more like the professor from The Simpsons. Of course, The Hangover is good. Yeah, Air Jordan says The Trust. Yep, that's a good thing. The Las Vegas Story. Con Air. The Big Short. Domino was filmed out in Bonnie Springs. I think part of it. That's one of those ones with one of the Kurt Russell guy. It also had, oh gosh, I can't remember. Keira Knightley, I think maybe one of them. Vegas Vacation. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is not a Vegas movie here now. No way, no how, sir. The Doc Bunner. Okay, yes. Nicolas Cage is great. He's got the hair in the car. Peggy Sue. I really like Nicolas Cage movies. I like watching Jimmy Fallon do an impression of Nicolas Cage movies. Nicolas Cage is awesome. Ernesto asks what's going on. Ernesto, you're on a website called YouTube watching a video called Not Leaving Las Vegas. And my name is Steven. And you should subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Last Vegas. I never saw Last Vegas. I was at the Ensemble Buddy movie where the guys are doing their bucket list. Ocean's 11. Whoa, look at that. Akoff's suit was an extra in the movie. What about Rocky? Can we say Rocky Balboa was a Vegas movie? I mean, they fought at the Mandalay Bay, so I don't think that makes it a Vegas movie, but maybe sort of, kind of, whatever. The Trust sucked. They all die and get nothing. Thank you for the spoiler alert, no play for you. That's great. I'm sorry that it wasn't for you. Do that again and blow somebody's movies out, and we'll just have to say goodbye to you. Rocky 4 was a great movie. Wasn't exactly a Vegas movie, but I loved Rocky 4. I'm a big Dolph Lundgren fan. He does a really great TED Talk. You should listen to it. It's not exactly uplifting. Well, it is uplifting, actually, in the end. And unlike our friend up there, that no play for you, that wanted to spoil things, I'm not going to tell you how the end of Dolph Lundgren's TED Talk ends. If you don't know, Dolph Lundgren is like a freaking rocket scientist. Literally. Great. Oh my goodness. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah, that character, Fear and Loathing guy, I like to people impersonate that guy. There was a guy as a Johnny Depp impersonator on the strip that impersonated him quite well. And that's what I'm referring to. Just so you know. Alright, so that's our first question. Okay, what's our second question? We're going to talk Vegas. The Big Short has stuff that takes place in Vegas, NA, but it was really a movie about everything. I watched a movie called Night of the Running Man. A hitman chased a Las Vegas cab driver holding $1 million. That sounds good. What service was that on, Air Jordan? Or do we have to download that one through illegitimate means and have the FBI watch us? I remember when they were filming the Bourne movie. That was good. Everybody likes Leaving Las Vegas. What's changing? Next question comes from Ryan Rositas. What is changing with buses, trams, and escalators? Are casinos going to have doors that need to be manually operated in the future? Is check-in going online fully? I can't see check-in going online fully because, well, I mean, it could possibly. Online check-in could happen. You could possibly have online check-ins. I mean, look, I got 469 people watching and 160 likes. People don't know how to touch the like button on the YouTube. How are they going to expect to touch the touch screen? Please like the video. I'm begging. I don't beg, but I'm begging. So, anyways, I guess you could do it. Like when I went to the airport last time, I was flying to the Philippines. I had to take a flight from Delta to Los Angeles, and they didn't even have any baggage people. They were just like, they had a person, and if you didn't know how to use it, they would be like, okay, here's how you use it. They would do it for you. So you could technically do that if you wanted to. It's possible. But I don't know. I mean, not all manual. There is still some things that need to be done traditionally. But what's happening with the buses? The buses have reduced capacity right now. All the buses. I would not ride in a bus. I mean, unless I had to go from like Aliente all the way down to Henderson maybe, but I would try any means possible to not ride a bus right now in any city in the world. It sounds horrible, but I'm not a fool. That's why even if they do like more of these, they do these protests, I'm not going to a protest. Like, come on, I'm not doing it. But buses, trains, escalators, elevators, get a little elevator action. They're going to have elevator operators at the Wynn. They've already established this. Oofta Paul finally got my government check. Wanted to share. Love your channel. I was born in Minnesota. Moved to San Diego in 1959. Wow, my friend. You have been in San Diego and you've seen it all. What part of San Diego are you in? Oofta Paul, 464 thank yous and likes. That was very generous of them. I have spent time in National City, University Heights, City Heights, and Chula Vista, and El Cajon. And of all those places, I don't know. They're all really nice. There is no such thing as a bad place. I guess probably University Heights. I lived on a job site and helped my uncle do some business for construction for a while. Yeah, me, the nerd with the glasses, busting his ass learning how to make stuff. So I think, so I do think so. I think that elevators will have operators in them, although I don't see what the point of that is. Could you imagine, the worst job in the world? What is that, like the guy who has to defuse bombs for the FBI or something like that, or for the bomb squad on the SWAT team? No, it's the guy that has to operate the elevator. Like, I mean, my God, that's a horrible job. Why can't they have a remote elevator operator? That's a great... Wow, look at that. Why can't you have remote elevator operators? That makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you? But it doesn't make sense to me. Houston suspended fees for public transit, so all homeless buses sleep on... What? That sounds unsanitary, my friend. Unsanitary. That is craziness. I don't even think I would imagine that could be good. No, okay. So, elevators, I don't know. I mean, keep the escalators running, but they never seem to be running. Why? Why can't the escalators run? Exactly, JR says. Elevator operators defeat this. I mean, look, it's so stupid. What are the elevator operators supposed to do? Read them a card on COVID? Like the Wynn wants everybody to have cards. Like, yeah, you don't know what this thing is. Did you just wake up in a coma at McCarran or something like that? What do you mean there's a horrible thing going around? Other podcast I'm listening to right now, it's a podcast called Sports Wars, and it's really interesting. And what they're covering on Sports Wars, it's episodic. It's sports versus the Spanish flu. And it's talking about Babe Ruth, and it was talking about how when the Spanish flu was out, the media tried to cover it up so they wouldn't so panic because they had to have people go into the army for World War I. And it was talking about how the World Series was being played, and they only had 15,000 people at Game 4 of the World Series in Boston because people were afraid of dying from the flu. And actually, Babe Ruth got the Spanish flu twice and recovered both times and became one of the greatest baseball players of all time, one of the greatest hitters of all time. Heidi Schmidt says, I live in Florida and found a video on YouTube you did a few weeks ago, and I loved it, so now I watch the next day your live streams. I think I've seen them all posted at least 3 weeks. I've even started watching pre-C19 ones and just joined this group earlier this week. Steven, you rock. Oh, that's very nice. And then I said or something like, she corrected herself. William Roberts says, how will monorail adjust due to social distancing? I don't know. Maybe you put a person on the monorail to make sure that they're counting the people going into the cars. Maybe you do the Walmart thing where you get like one person here and one person there. You have to enter this side of the car. You have to exit that side of the car. And then that person is counting people going in. That person's counting people going out. I don't even know. But that's a bizarre question. The monorail wasn't making money to start with. It almost defaulted on a bond. So, I don't know. Hey, Timothy from South Orange County, California. Do you guys see the protests that they did over at Huntington Beach in Orange County, California? It's important to note that Huntington Beach is like a huge Republican district. There's a lot of strength in that, the red side of things. But there was people from all walks of life protesting out there, like all political sides. And they went out there like anywhere between 2,500 to 3,000 people. And the Huntington Police Department, Huntington Beach Police Department. I lived at Huntington Beach for like a minute. We lived literally 2 blocks away from the pier and Ruby's at the very end. It was so nice. I love me Huntington Beach. But We also paid like $2,000 for a 500 square foot little tiny place. It was ludicrous. And yeah, but they went out there. They peacefully protested. People surfed and stuff like that. It was interesting to see. I don't imagine anything like that would go over well in Nevada, because the city here wants to put this thing. Oh, we're gonna be good. Everything's gonna be all right. Anyways, Alan Mendelson says, how about pushing Nevada to fix its unemployment website once and for all? Is Sisolak anti-casinos? Will the stadium go bankrupt? By the way, MGM owns the Rolex store at the Bellagio, not a franchise and not owned by Rolex. Fair enough. So he corrected a video where I talked about why the Bellagio might open up. I said they make a lot of money off of retail. He pointed out that the Rolex store is owned by the MGM. Good. All right, first question. How about pushing Nevada to fix its unemployment website? I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't see why they can't do it. I don't see why they can't contract things. The unemployment website is broken beyond all repair in Nevada. What is the website for unemployment like where you're from? Pretty bad. Now, I got to give them credit, though. The other day, when I lost my wallet, I had to go to the state of Nevada DMV online. Can't go in real life. And I was able to log in, checked my email, got the confirmation. Whoa, Paul! Will the sportsbook open the same time as the casinos? Paul asks. Well, the sportsbooks are hurting because there's no sports to bet on. And if there's no sports to bet on, they might not open the sports books. Unless it's like the Venetian, where they bet on horse racing. I think maybe dog racing. I think there's one or two places that bet on dogs here in Las Vegas. William Hill Sportsbooks will most likely open because it's a third-party chain and they can staff it and run it on their own if they want to. But it's going to be tough to operate any business when there's no business of that type going on. That's like asking if a butcher shop is going to open if there's no beef being produced anywhere. So you know what I mean. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Yeah, so if there's no sports, there's no things. But if there's horse racing, which there is in some places, that's fine. But, the horses can get corona. I don't even know if that's true, but it could be for all I know. Jeez Louise. Anyways, okay, so we're talking about sports betting. We'll see. I know they want to open everything. Is Sisolak anti-casinos? I don't think he's anti-casinos. That would be stupid. That would be like if you were hired to be the head of Amazon and you're like, you know what I really hate? Online shopping. We need to change all that. You'd be like, wait, what? Did you just say what I think you said? Yeah, that's what we do here. So, I mean, you don't run for the governor of a state if you're anti-casinos. Maybe he wants a state tax, and if we get to a point where he can levy a state tax, because we don't have any personal state taxes right now. When you get to the very end of your TurboTax or whatever, it says, select your state you lived in all of last year. Did you live anywhere else? You say no, and then they say, congratulations, you don't have to file a state tax return. That brings in thousands and thousands, if not tens of thousands, of people from all over that set up shops and businesses here. And, then they come back here and they spend money here. And it's a good reason to not have them. But, it is what it is. You're the tightest thing since shoestrings. I don't know what that means, Tony. I think it's a compliment. I mean, I'm a tightwad, or that's tight, yo. Because I don't know. I'm not hip enough. I'm not a hip cat. I don't know things like that. Will the stadium go bankrupt? No, absolutely not. The reason why is that it's backed by a bond from the state, and the Raiders won't let that happen. And the NFL won't let that happen. And the school children who wish they had better schools instead of a stadium that doesn't help them will probably not have anything to do with it, but they hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, I know, guys. Look, here's the deal. I really do want I want the team to be successful, but I'm a little bit over the fact that they spent $700 million of public money. Oh, Sean, thank you, Sean. 503 thanks for Sean. What's your take on that? Let me ask you that. Let me ask you a question. Have you heard of this? Do you know this? It's like Jay Leno. Do you guys know that the state of Nevada instituted a new room tax to back $700 million for the Raiders Stadium? Knowing what I just told you, $700 million, do you think that that's something that they should have done? Because I'm not a fan of cities and municipalities backing buildings. And it happens in Canada way more than it happens here. A Canadian hockey team comes around and says, we need a building to compete. We're playing in a building that's 30 or 40 years old. And they say, gimme, gimme, gimme. And then the city says, yeah, well, they created a new tax. So let me explain this. The Raiders said, we're poor. We're not worth billions of dollars. We need a place to live. We'll bring our team to Las Vegas, and you'll have the prestige of having the Raiders. And I'll root for the Raiders, Ron, no problem. But then they said, we just don't want to pay for the whole thing. So the city made a tax that goes into the room rates that you pay for. And then that tax money goes to the Raider Stadium, which hopefully brings in several large events, which hopefully makes money for the city. How's that working out for you? How many big events are going to be held there, even if it does get finished on time in July in the next year and a half? Maybe 2 years, right? So that was a gamble. Vegas is about gambling. Vegas is about putting it all out there, going all in, doing a push, I don't know, anteing up. Generic casino term, Vegas, right? But that's money that they could have easily said, hey, guess what? We're 48th in the United States of America, or 47th for schools. We're like 46 for class sizes. How about we make a new room tax? And we take all that money and we give it to the schools to improve themselves. Yeah. And all those people that don't know my politics, you're really confused right now by what I just said, because that's opposite of what most people on the right thing was to say. But I am for spending money on schools, for God's sakes. So what do you think about all that? What do you think about all that? I mean, how is it working out for them now? And in the instant that happened, for the record, I'm never going to be hired by the Raiders. The Raiders aren't going to come knocking on my door. You have to be CNN or something to be like the Raiders will give you a tour. But for the record, Mark Davis, Al Davis's son. So even if you're not a football fan, know this. He was, at one point, from what I heard, okay, reading he was considered a laughingstock of the NFL. Mark, just sell the team. You don't know what you're doing. You're in that 60-year-old building or whatever it is up in Oakland. They're jerking you around. They're not going to give you a building. And he was in the lower echelon of team values and worth. He gets a stadium in Las Vegas. Now he's in like the top 10% of team valuations. And he's one of the good old boys in the NFL. He can go sit at the big boys table now because he has a brand new building and a brand new shiny team and a brand new shiny this. And they're going to host the draft and this and that and the other. Why? $700 million of money that came from the room taxes, which you pay when you come here, that we could have done other things with, but we now spent it on a building that's going to be empty for probably the next 14 to 18 months. Anyways, I know, it is what it is. I should watch Christopher Mitchell on YouTube. He makes lots of money each week gambling. He can set you up for a better life, Martin says. Do you know why they call it gambling, Martin? All of these crystal palaces in this big old town, not built off of winners, but I'm sure that guy has a great channel, and maybe everybody here wants to go check him out. And let me know if he sets you up for life, because I might join the Christopher Mitchell team. Can the card guys get unemployment, Howard? I'm sure they could. I mean, all you need to do is be a legal permanent resident and have some kind of social security number. That's the only two things they need. If the card guys are gig workers, 1099 employees, they can go ahead and file, but I can't get any of that. Lobster. Oh, yeah, look, it's Lobster. He's from East Coast. He says, what's your line of work? I sell digital and print advertising and do marketing and help people for promotions here with My Vegas Magazine. We work off of My Vegas Magazine. We have mobile trucks now that go off the strip. And they drive on the residential areas, the ones that have digital ads on them. JR says, watch out, everybody. Christopher Mitchell is a scam artist. Go Vegas. Well, look at that. A strong 541 thanks for JR. He's trying to warn us about Christopher Mitchell. I don't like anybody who says they can make me rich doing something that's supposed to be for recreation. I mean, gambling is for recreation. There are the few elites, maybe like 2 people out of 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, that can go and play poker professionally. But other than that, if it's a game of chance, and even then poker is a game of chance, that's the only game that really requires a lot of skill, unless you're a genius and you can count cards like Ben Affleck. He got kicked out of the Hard Rock forever for doing that. then you're not really going to be able to teach anybody a system. There's no such thing as a system. They teach you that they're going to teach you a system. They have you buy some kind of affiliate product. They don't even, they make money. They make a digital product once, they sell it 1,000 times. I could write a book on Las Vegas and try to sell it 1,000 times. I don't think anybody want to read a book on Las Vegas. I don't know. That's what it is. I don't know. lvsteven is great. I was going to ask you the next. Are you feeling good? I'm not sure. I missed something in that conversation. So there you go. The Nevada and Las Vegas reopening in phases. There should be a phased advertising campaign to encourage visiting to Las Vegas. Could be, William. I think the William Roberts on the Facebook says, Not Leaving Las Vegas on Facebook. You should go and take a look. Not Leaving Las Vegas on Facebook. It's a free group where we chat. It's not a fan page. When you post something, people can respond to you. You can have a big, long conversation if you want. Okay, so should they do it right away? Well, possibly, but probably not. See, the thing is, we don't know if it's going to have to slow down. We don't know how fast the phases are going to go. When you do plan out a media marketing campaign, you want to do it in proper phases so people know that everything is going to go in time. So let's say you're promoting the launch of a new video game console. It's in November, and it's now January. You're like, okay, for 2 months we're going to do this. For 2 months we're going to do that. For 2 months we're going to do this. This is the last 2 weeks of the campaign when we launch. And you have different events here and there. And, you know, you go to the launch party in Times Square, and then Bill Gates sells you the very first Xbox and warns you about a pandemic. I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun. But you can't do that right now because we don't know when that's all going to happen. I don't know when phase 2 is, and I don't know when it back it all open up. I don't know when it all back. I don't know when it all opens back up. And so neither does anybody. I mean, if we did it all right, then it could be open by May 24th, whenever the last day of May is. And if we do it all wrong, we could be open in the year 3000. Remember Conan O'Brien? In the year 2000. Anyways, there you go. Rent won't go down because we're all stuck in one spot. Evan's mom is very smart to say that. Aaron Everywhere says, I want to know which businesses are already closing their doors, even if everything reopens. There's been some, Aaron Everywhere on the Facebook group said that. There's been some strong, sad situations where some restaurants are closing. There's a Mexican restaurant on the corner of Flamingo and Decatur that's been open for 39 years. And they're closing. I can't remember the name of it right now, but we used to drive past it all the time. Hey, thank you, Ari. I appreciate it. The wife cut it. Hope it looks good. And I just, they can't stay open. It's called Ricardo's, and they're closing because they said they couldn't get through. They couldn't get their loans. They couldn't keep their employees going. But that's very strange to me. But then they worked off the model of all you can drink margaritas, and you can't exactly do that curbside without people being arrested shortly thereafter, being hammered. Steven is the best Vegas and news updates. No one comes close. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. I mean, look, lately people have been posting in my comments really negative stuff. I just block them, but they're like, hey, man, you can't milk this forever. Well, who's milking anything? I'm just trying to do videos, and some days there's no news, so I talk about other Vegas stuff. What can I tell you? Cecile AB, so happy to see your channel thriving. I saw you posted this earlier, Cecile. Good on you to post it again. 21,800 subscribers and growing. Your research and dedication is phenomenal. Thank you for delivering a great channel. Love from Red Deer, Alberta. I've been to Red Deer. Thank you, Cecile. Whoa, Gregory Nemisek. May the man upstairs bless you and your family. That's thankful. I appreciate that, Gregory. Yes, if somebody told me once, if you want to pray, and some of you don't, and that's totally fine. That's your prerogative. Put your shoes under your bed, because every time you bend down to get your shoes, you'll remember to say a prayer. That's why. It's like, okay. It actually makes a lot of sense. That's good. Because some people, they want to do that. They want to do that thing where they connect spiritually with somebody else. And some people just don't remember. That's good too. You know what I'm saying? Milking what? Milking Vegas, milking the topic, posting about when the casino's going to open, when the casino's going to close. I saw another Vegas YouTuber. He's overly negative, saying things like, well, at least I'm not like some other Vegas channels talking about it's going to reopen. We got to get to the point. It's going to be bad. Bad. Well, how do you know? How does anybody know? How do I know? I thought the casinos were going to open up on May 1st. Look at me. I'm a moron. But at least I took a shot. You know what? You shoot for the moon, you get to the stars, you still went higher than anybody else. Not leaving Forest Lawn, Steven, your new alt channel. Jimmy K remembers where I'm from. I'm from the Forest Lawn, yo. Lisa Glasgow from Scotland. I don't know if that's true. Sending you love from Ohio. Oh, she's from Ohio. Thank you so much. Ooh, Lisa bought a shirt. Thank you, Lisa. If you want to go over to the Facebook group, that's what I'm advertising today. I do have shirts and stuff, and I can so annoyingly put up the shirt. I don't know which one Lisa bought. Which one did you buy, Lisa? I have this one called Do You Practice Safe Vegas? And it says, do you practice safe Vegas? And it's got a picture of a hand sanitizer. It says Vegas Survivalist. Hand sanitizer, face mask, and then money. That's what you got to bring to Vegas from here on in. Which I thought was funny when I made it. Whatever. Thank you, Lisa. Guys, 561 thanks to Lisa. That's very nice. Jeffrey Ferguson asks in the Facebook group Not Living Las Vegas. I want to see if I can get that group to 2,000 members, legitimate members, not these fake Facebook account members, but real people. Armen, Barev Armen, my wife cut my hair. I would like the planes. I would like to see the planes coming in to how many are and what are what rate. Well, that would be interesting. So then Nick pokes up FlightAware, shows you the planes. The departures, the arrivals to McCarran. You can go find this out. How many planes are coming into McCarran? There are some, definitely not a lot. You know, somebody once said, you know, every 15 minutes, another plane delivers thousands of people to Las Vegas. And that's a cool idea, but we sure don't have that right now. Oh, man, Mr. CS Rocker says, I hope they play some football this year. You and millions of other people, my friend, but it's a tough gig right out there for those football players. Would you guys support them playing in empty stadiums? I know the Raiders sure don't want to play in an empty stadium here in Vegas. They might go play somewhere else. I'm waiting for my Are You Practice Save Vegas. Say, thank you, Connie. That is so nice, Connie. I appreciate it. What about the casino sold that should be interesting? What about the casino sold that should be interesting how that rolls out? I think there's going to be a situation where there's a lot of casinos that are being bought by different companies, and I have some ideas. Timothy, I don't know if a $50 bill is bad in Vegas, but I'll tell you what happened to me one day. Story time. Where's my blackjack domino? They're all doing stuff. Blackjack, I think, is outside with the wife right now, enjoying the fact that it was not tremendously hot today. Who wants to hear a story about Las Vegas and a $50 bill and how I learned my lesson? 281 likes. Give me some likes if you want to hear the story. The Frontier had a 44-ounce margarita, free refills with a souvenir oversized glass. Well, Phil Ruffin is not a very nice guy to work with, so at least he had, that going on for him. The illegal alien fool guest 16 months. We can post that up. Hey, moderators, if somebody posts things like Vegas opening 16 months, you're okay. You don't have to time that person out. Okay, wonderful, wonderful things. Wonderful time. Good thing. And I just like to look at what my moderators are deleting once in a while. Oh, my God. Deborah Stacy said, how sad. People are broke and you're selling stuff. Shame on you. Well, people don't have to buy anything, and I only do 24 of these in a row for free for people. So I guess that since I'm not going to their house and robbing them, it's okay to pitch a little bit to try to help the family. BD, British Defense, or Bad David, I don't know. Thank you, BD. 552 thank yous. Yep, they found 3 $50 bills in Bugsy's pocket. Bad luck ever since. Very nice. TK2 Wavy, thank you so much. Lakers got a loan, but small businesses didn't. Well, the Lakers returned it, but they shouldn't have applied for it to begin with. I had a guy when I was working in timeshare. We were working in a company, and he asked me if I could give him change for a 50, and I had 2 20s and a 10, and I gave it to him. And then I tried to break the 50, and I realized it was fake. He was just really good at kind of like playing around with like you're not paying attention. And the $50 bill was basically a $10 bill. And you can take a 10 and make it into, I donate because I want to. No one's making me. Thank you, Sean Slack. That is so nice. 550 thank yous to Sean Slack. So this is a $10 bill. In America, that's what they look like. They're kind of pinkish looking. And you can take this and you can bleach it and get rid of most of the print and make it look a lot like a 50 if you just make it a little bit more red. The difference is, if you're not used to American money, there's actually a picture of that guy right there. He is back here on that white spot, and it says 10, 10, 10. So it's not all that hard to fake American money on the surface, but I wasn't paying attention. That's why they're a bad thing for me. Bring Caroline back here to Calgary and vlog so the fans can see your roots. Future road trip. Jimmy, that would be great. Every time I say I'm going to do something, or even if I go off the beaten path here with Vegas, people say, shut up and talk about Vegas. So I don't think they want to see my roots. I'm no like vlogger. I'm just a news guy, and I really liked vlogging and stuff. I would love to do it. But you know, what I do is I do daily news videos now, and I guess that's what I've been pigeonholed to do, and that's fine. Maybe if I have a time, I'd start another channel, so I just basically do that other channel and make vlogs. But you know, whatever. It's Jackson is not Jackson. He's on the $20 bill. Who do we have here? We have Alexander Hamilton, the guy they make the musical about. So Hamilton is on the $10 bill. So there you go. $10 bill is Hamilton. Steve's News Network, not quite. Which casinos will open in May? And if there's no fees. So this is the question of the day, and I've been telling people the question of the day. Okay, no, my natural hair color, yes, but I'm going gray, and I'm not using Just for Men. So let's see, 1984. I don't know what that means. That was by Rene Canales, and I don't get the reference. It's a George Orwell novel. Everybody should read it. You should also read Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. It's a great book. Oh my gosh, it'll blow your mind. Who is Alexander Hamilton? He was the first Secretary of the Treasury. He's responsible for income taxes, and there was a big thing in the country about whether or not there were more states' rights than federal rights. And after the Civil War, it's a complicated. You guys didn't come here for a history lesson. Nobody cares, right? So why am I talking about American history? We just talk about cheap plastic casinos. American history don't matter, right? Totally matters, by the way. It's tragic that people don't know most of these things. But anyways, Mr. Campbell, please talk about how the buffets can be converted into cafeterias. It can be done. Yeah, I mean, you can convert a buffet into a movie theater. I don't know why you would do it, but, you know, that's it, I guess. I don't know. Aaron Burr won the duel as far as I understand, but I don't know about that. Did you know that we were presidents before Washington? I didn't know there was presidents before Washington. There you go. Guess a lot of us miss Vegas. I know you guys do. I know. I'm going to read some comments. I was staking Dan the Man Heimler, and he won 2 of the main event seats, and Matt Savage robbed us of one of them. I don't know what that means. Double speak galore these days. That's true. That's true. You got a guy. Okay, look. I'm just telling you. I'll be straight up with you, okay? You got a guy who has serious allegations on him running for president right now. And then you had a guy that was trying to get confirmed for the Supreme Court. And the current guy with the allegations said that we should believe all women all the time and at least put a little modicum of trust in what they're saying is not untrue. And then that same guy's like, yeah, I said that, but you don't have to look at me because there's no evidence of it, and trust me. Well, what happened to what y'all said before? Don't we owe that? We owe everybody the same standard. We don't need double standards. We don't have double jeopardy in America, meaning that if you get in a criminal court of law, not civil, not if somebody sues you, but if you go and you're O.J. Simpson and you're on trial, they can't retry you for the same murder. O.J. could come out tomorrow because he's bored on an Instagram and say, "I did it. It was me. What you gonna do about it? Y'all already tried me, and I was completely innocent." So we don't have that. We don't have that double standard where we flip around. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's it, man. So we do have a double standards. We have double standards. It's crazy. So, you know, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And on both sides, those are both sides. They want to eat their cake and have it too. And before you correct me, that's the exact real thing. That's what Marie Antoinette said. She said, "Eat their cake and have it too." It's not have their cake and eat it too, but that was something that was bastardized and switched around. And the vernacular permanent U.S. federal income tax started in 1913. Temporary tax cuts. You know what's also on that is your telephone excise taxes. Your telephone excise taxes are still on your cell phone bill. And that was actually from the Spanish War, the U.S. Spanish War. And that was there because, why? Well, because only rich people had telephones and they needed to fund the war effort. England also instituted a permanent income tax during, I believe it was World War I. So that's crazy, right? Come on, Steven. Come on. Well, I hope that it all comes out, Ray Whitten. I want to see the truth. I want to see the truth and nothing but the truth. And I give mad props to MSNBC for holding Joe's feet to the fire, because I think Joe thought he was going into a friendly place with a bunch of softball questions. And I was awfully happy what Mika was able to say to him. I was very, very happy with that. So that's good. Okay, this guy here. This dude here is on hide this channel forever. Anyways, guys, smash the like button. Yes, Martin, I'm getting really, really hammered on vodka right now. We got 40 minutes left here. So you guys want to know something? So I'm going to tell you guys how I got into the timeshare business. You guys want to hear how I got into the timeshare business? Any word on casinos targeting, give me a thumbs up or an emoji thumbs up if you want to hear how I got into timeshare and how I got out of timeshare and what I liked about it and what I regret about it. I'll tell you a story. Any word on casinos starting? I'm doing it while that idiot is in the channel who keeps saying that, because he just makes new things. Anyways, BD says, any word on casinos targeting higher tier gamblers first? If they start with limited room slots and capacity, would expect offers to the highest revenue players first. BD, genius, man. That's very smart. That is very smart. I like it. Yes, I think that they will do that. I think that's why Tony Rodeo or whatever just wants to see. He's like, he keeps, we gotta go. Your players' comps are good. 7-star members, quadruple ruby, diamond, platinum members. You're all good. I think so. Pico doesn't want to hear. Well, Pico, you can go watch Say Hi to Matthew. He's got a really good live stream. He talks about Vegas too. And I like Say Hi to Matthew. He's a cool guy. So one day I was working on the Strip, and I was trying to find a job on the Strip. It was before the work was just so good, back in like 2007 or so, and I bumped into somebody. What? Okay, Brianna, I don't understand. Thank you, Brianna. I'm not ungrateful, but I don't understand why you did that. Thank you, Brianna. I messaged you on Patreon the other day. That's crazy. I know you're trying. Brianna has been giving generosity. She's a very generous person. And I know because I went on her channel and looked at her comments that she's been doing that with a couple of YouTubers, which is really nice of you. So, Brianna, if you're just like an independently well-off person, thank you so much. I just try my hardest. So that's very nice of you. And I'm just speechless. I don't know. Guys, and so Brianna has been being generous, and she's got a channel. She says she's going to start doing content. And when anybody does something like that, and I've had people before, and I help them promote their business if they have a nice business. And wow, that's incredibly generous of you. Thank you. Well, Genesis says for a new computer. If only I can go back to my regular job and, earn it. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know why I deserve that. I have no idea. I don't know why I deserve that. Oh, let me just drink some water for a minute. Eminem says something ignorant about OnlyFans. I just had somebody donate $300 to me.
Who?
It's this person with a channel that they're starting off. Yeah, it's called Brianna Drag Queen Slots. They've just been very generous.
I love drag queens.
Herbert Daughtry, 1995. Thank you, Herbert. I gotta pay attention to this real fast. What's up, Bubba?
No, this is the...
Oh, Mr. Classic 80s.
Okay.
I'll show everybody. This is probably something I can show them tomorrow when I'm not so crazy, because I can't. I'm speechless.
Thank you. Salamat.
Jeez, Luz.
Not
oh,
cool.
yeah, I'll
That's
show them.
one side.
I will. I love you. You want to show? Come here. You show them. You got to put on for me.
Oh,
so this is a new thing. I'm sorry, I'm going to change this a little bit around. So this is a new thing. So we didn't have elastics. We didn't have elastics, so I had to get this.
Is really but that's more stylish.
And so, for you guys who have ordered masks with us, we're going to be sending you now 2 masks. 2 masks. This is a really lightweight, thin mask, and it goes around.
1 double, 1 triple.
1 double mask and 1 triple. So when you want to go out and it's hot out, we figure it's going to be a problem, and that was Cindy that said that.
Much easier.
Yes. Okay. And we put it on like this, and you just string it around the back, and it actually fits on your head really, really well, and it fits on your face, and it's adjustable. And when you want to take it off,
it's not hard to
you never lose your mask.
Yes.
Because I actually lost a paper mask one day on the strip, and I'm like, where did my mask go?
Yeah,
well, this
so
stays.
This is what it looks like.
This stays. By the way, everybody loves my haircut.
I love your haircut too.
Okay.
But look.
That's
Isn't
awesome.
That like the coolest thing ever?
I love it. So
Okay,
you're going to get 2 of them if you guys do anything with her masks. For $25, you get 2 masks with shipping.
This one right here does not need the pinch nose.
I love the Day of the Dead. That's awesome. Can I have that one?
You can have this.
Or is that going out to somebody?
We just need to get more of this.
I will. I'll get more lace.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
Dr. Dudson. Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Dudson. You are awesome. And Herbert, I saw what you did. Oh, that's the guys from the construction company that I can't mention right now.
Okay.
Because I'm doing some stuff. Dr. Dudson, that's so generous. Thank you so much, Dr. Dudson and Herbert. I know, it never came, and then they didn't. Yeah,
you?
I guess his name is Dr. Dudson. But I gotta keep.
It could be a DR.
It could be a DR. It could be a
Like
DJ.
Drive.
Dudson Drive. Maybe he's a doctor. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. If you guys want to get a mask for my wife, let me know. And I send you out 2 of them, a triple layer. That's super good if you got to go to the kids' school in the fall and you're worried about that. I'd be worried about that. Would you be worried about that? And you can put an insert in it, and then the other one is a small little lightweight one for the summer months coming up. So yeah, it is very stylish. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Okay, cool. Is he related to Dr. Feelgood or Dr. Robert? I think Dr. Robert and Dr. Feelgood are the same people. If you don't know, that's music stuff. We're not a music channel. We're a Vegas channel. Guys, I was taken aback, and then she came in, and I'm like, oh my God, guys, I don't know. Well, I don't know what I do to deserve anything. I got a lot of guilt from when I was growing up, just so you guys know. And some people, I don't know. Some people deserve all the love, and I don't know. I don't deserve all the love, but you guys are beautiful for doing that. You deserve all the love, and thank you guys. Mr. Campbell, please talk about the buffets can be converted to cafeterias. What did I do for work since getting out of timeshare? All right, so anyways, I went into timeshare. Long story short, I started doing nightclub passes, which I didn't know were illegal. See, some guy was doing nightclub promoting, and he said, hey, man, it's really easy. What you do is you go to the younger crowd, and you offer them nightclub passes, and then you explain how the clubs work, and then you get the tips. And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. And then so I bought some nice nightclub passes from him. I didn't know anything. I'm from Canada. I'm fresh off of the skates. What do I know, right? I'm fresh off of skates. And you can tell me that's racist. It's fresh off of hockey skates. And so I start doing it. I make a few bucks, and then I get some new one. Yeah, by the way, my glasses don't fog up because it's like 100 degrees here every day. And then he goes, the next few days later, he's like, you can't get caught doing this. I'm like, why? He's like, well, this is totally not legal. I'm like, well, I don't want to be doing this then. I'm from a different place. I don't even have a jaywalking ticket on me. So he's like, okay, man, just hang out with me. And and after that, he goes, hey, bro, you seem real good at talking to people. You should do that timeshare thing. And I didn't know what it was. And then he introduced me to timeshare, and I went into the whole system, and I didn't know how scammy it can be for some people. I didn't know the consequences of somebody buying into an expensive timeshare. And when it came right down to it, I tried really, really nice to be really, really cool about it, and to make sure everybody going through the door got like a cash gift or some kind of good thing, because the market shifted. At one point, I didn't know anything. I was giving them slots that didn't work and buffets that weren't very good, but I was green. It's a sales thing. If you're in sales, you understand this. You start selling a car, you don't know anything about the car. You sell a lot of cars, and then you might learn that the company had some issues, and then you can't sell the cars anymore. And anyways, I got out of that when I did the move here. There's a really personal story that I'm not going to tell here. Sorry, I'm not doing that. But I met a guy way back in November. My wife had an event for the paper flowers you see on the wall, and he liked my GoPro. He asked me some questions. I offered to help him with his GoPro. I didn't realize the guy drove up in like a $300,000 Bentley. Beautiful car, man. I'm jealous of the car. And he owned a magazine. He was a publisher. And he had me come in, help him with his GoPro. We kept an ongoing relationship. He had some things shift. He had some salespeople leave. He invited me to come in. I seemed really good at it. And I was talking on the phones. And before I know it, I'm closing deals for things. The magazine is not it's not a cheap thing to be in a magazine, to be on the cover and buy full page ads in magazines that have 400,000 readers a year. And so, right before the whole thing came out from underneath us, I was making good to decent, almost great money for the first time in my life. And now boom, we're down to zero. But that's okay. Not totally zero, because we're selling advertising in an email blast with 40,000 people, and we're doing digital trucks and marketing. And the magazine is not done. It's not done. It's just that it's on the back burner, because the magazine goes out to big companies, small companies, Smith's, Whole Foods, Albertsons. They're open, but then most of our readership is in country clubs. They're mostly closed right now. Golf courses are closed, but they're opening back up. Lawyers, cosmetic surgeons, cosmetic dentistry. These people are not open right now. So what do? We take our money, we put it on pause, and we take their ads that we sold, we put them on pause. I mean, I got good at talking to lawyers and plastic surgeons and cosmetic dentistry and engineers and professionals, and I was selling them something that could benefit them so much. So much. Eminem, I did do timeshare with Westgate for a little bit. Yeah, that's called the Queen of Versailles. And Versailles is a palace in France where they signed a bunch of treaties to end a bunch of wars and global conflicts over the years, and that's what they called their house down in Florida. And yeah, that's what it was. But anyways, now I'm here on a YouTube channel every single day, just enjoying life with you guys. Salut, everybody. But every time on an intensely personal level, and I don't like to get this personal with you guys, because people... Oh, Art is here. How you doing, Art? Art likes to do scratch tickets, lottery scratch tickets on his channel. He likes to do lottery scratch tickets on his channel, and he loves Vegas. He comes to Vegas. He likes to do buffets in Las Vegas. I spoke with Art extensively some months ago. Really nice guy, super nice guy. Very genuine person. Art the Lucky Money Magnet. You might want to go check out his channel if he's doing videos. I don't know. I hope he is. Maybe you want to check him out because he's trying to build something. If the content's good, if you like him, go see him. But anyways, what I was saying is like this, getting intensely personal. When I look at somebody like Brianna and somebody like Herbert and all of the other rock stars here, and I'm only mentioning those two because those are the people I can remember the names of. Let's see what we got here. My chair just took Dr. Dudson, BD, Sean Slack, Lisa Glasgow, all these folks. And I go like this. I go like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so damn fidgety? I'm nervous right now. I'm really nervous right now. So I look at that and I go like, why? I don't understand. Lisa, I don't know how the Trooper 97 led you to me. That would be incredibly interesting to find out because I didn't know that the Trooper knew that I existed. Well, that's not true. I think him or either Raiders 1967 commented on one of my videos in the past. I even had Yellow Productions comment. That was pretty cool. But Lisa, I'd be interested to know that. But I have this tendency to not think I'm worth it. And it's a terrible thing because what happens is eventually people just reject you. They don't like that. And it's kind of like how, and I can't speak for all women, but I was told by my wife that women like confidence and men should be confident, have confidence, not overly cocky jerks, but just have confidence. And, but see, I'm always looking behind me, wondering when it's going to come up. Like, okay, I'm doing good in the race. I'm winning. Kevin, how old do you think I am? And that's a bad question to ask, right? It's a loaded. Tom W. Thank you, Tom W. You are awesome. Right? Thank you so much, Tom W. I appreciate it. My point is like this. Like, whoa, Evan's mom. Thank you, Evan's mom. So I'm getting personal tonight, and we're supposed to be talking about Las Vegas, but my time in Vegas, thank you, Evan's mom. Guys, My goodness, 555 thanks for Evan's mom, 561 for Tom W. Uh, Larry Zoll says I look like I'm 50. I'm 38, so yeah, thanks everybody who said I look older than I am, but that's okay. I feel older than I am, and I think we've all aged. We've all aged a whole bunch, man. I'm telling you this. But you got to believe in yourself or no one will believe in you. And so what I do is when I don't believe in myself, I force myself to do a video. Today, I forced myself to do this live stream thinking maybe I can get my smiling muscles happening, get all those good electrochemical things that shoot off. You did, Paul. You're the man. I appreciate you. So, so I'm 38 yeah. And so am I 38? Yeah, I guess I'm 38, born in 1981. So, yeah, so that's what that is. And, so I sometimes I wrap my head around it and don't understand it, and it is I know how to speak well. I know how to formulate words, and I try to learn new words. I actually don't know why I don't have the notification, but I actually have like an app that sends me the word of the day. And Dana, I can't share my birthday on camera, sorry, but if you find me on Facebook and I get to know you a little better, we could possibly do that for obvious reasons, just privacy. And so, yeah, so I try to learn new words and I just try to get better. Matt is a funny guy. I know Matt, I talked to him on the phone. He's a cool guy. And I know his sense of humor, which is good. I don't look a day over 80. Some days I feel like I'm 83, not 38. You have to be pretty confident. Yeah, I would have been about the last class of the 90s, that's true. I have a lot of love for local streamers with a love for Vegas. And that's important, Brianna. You gotta have a love for this place. You can't be disingenuous with people. Didn't some pinhead give you a black eye a few years ago? Yeah, in a past life, I thought I was the smartest guy in the room all the time. And I know a guy, and it was a guy that had some serious issues in and of himself, and he took a shot at me and sucker punched me, and it sucked, and it was what it was. What can you do? Eric says, try having 3 boys under 5. I can't imagine, Eric. See, you're the hero, man. You got to have confidence in what you're doing, because I can't imagine that. And I thank you and I salute you for being a father of 3 boys under 5 years. My goodness, man. If you could change anything about Vegas, what would that change be? Shadow says. Wow, that's a loaded question. I don't know. I'd have to say that the corporations don't need to be broken up, but they have to run it like it was the 1980s. And they have to realize, the corporations need to realize that they could lose everything. They could lose everything in an instant, in a New York minute. They could lose it to any other jurisdiction. All it takes, and I said it in a video, and I was described as being negative and clickbaity, but guys, guess what? That's the way YouTube works. The movie poster is not just a generic poster that's all white with black words that say Star Wars on it. It's a fantastic poster with beautiful artwork to get you to want to see the movie. But all that aside, I said all it would take would be some place in the middle of Texas where the weather is a little more moderate and temperate, with a bunch of empty land and a county commissioner and a governor willing to give that land for nothing and zone it for gambling, and a foreign investment of about 25 to 30 billion dollars. And don't say it can't happen, because it can. And within 10 years, Vegas could lose it all. We could be done. What do you do then? Poof. People go to a place where they treat you like it was 1995 again, where drinks don't cost $32 plus a $3 service fee, and where there's not a $50 room tax, room fee, and where the parking is free. That could happen. So there you go. It could happen. Yeah, say hi to Matthew. He's going to be the mayor of Toronto. Steven's going to be the mayor of Las Vegas. Danny702 is going to be the mayor of Orlando. It's going to be good. The YouTubers are uniting. I relate to you because my cat is named Brown John instead of Black Jack. I like that, Kenny. You're a funny guy, Kenny Wilson. You've been around for a long time. Say hi to Matthew, who's not in the chat. That would be pretty cool if he was, though. I was blessed with... What did you say? I was blessed with boys. Girls are extremely hard. I guess, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, say hi to Matthew's here. What's up, Matthew? Man, the man himself is into house. If you guys don't know this, I'm going to tell you a secret YouTube hack. Are you ready? Secrets. You got to say it like that. I think I'm copying some kind of pop culture. Anyways, if you want to know who's in a chat, I said that very Canadian. You want me to talk like I'm Canadian? I can't really do it. So, right, if you want to know who's in a chat, all you got to do is put your cursor there, right? And then press the @ sign like you're sending an email and type the first letter of their name or the second letter of their name. And then I can see that Sam Arena's here, Sasha Fox is here, Sadie G is here, Say Hi to Matthew is here. So that's how you can know. So let's say you're running a live stream one day, right? You're I don't know, you're like, hi, my name is Bill and I'm not leaving Los Angeles. And you have somebody and they throw a fit and they say, I'm never going to watch you ever again. The very next day you live stream and you type the first 2 letters of their name, they're there. You know they're there. Does Matthew remember the day you crashed Jacob's live stream? He was very I can't reveal conversations that happen on Instagram, but I can reveal my side of it. I said that I felt like a jackass after the fact and I didn't know what I was doing, and I still don't know what I'm doing on live streams. What do I know? Just an idiot with a camera with a cutoff shirt. You know, I couldn't go to most clubs in Las Vegas, and I decided to be here with 541 of my closest friends, including Matthew. That is pretty cool. Yeah, Matt is right. Everybody needs to stop talking about that. I'm so tired of it. Hey, what's the deal with you and Jacob? I don't know. Why don't you go ask him, man? I'm trying hard to focus on me. What did I tell you guys about Jeff Bezos? Was anybody here when I started with that about an hour ago? Jeff Bezos was told that we need to compete directly with Barnes & Noble, and he said, no, we need to compete with ourselves to make ourselves the best we can for our customer. And if we do that, people don't care about Barnes & Noble. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. So, you know, I don't know. I hope that Jacob's doing awesome stuff. He posted that great update, said he's doing a big project. Man, I wish I had a big project right now. But I got this. I'm trying to grow this. Maybe I'll get to 25,000 someday. Maybe it'll stop at 22. Who knows, man? Who knows? So guys, respectfully enough, you know, if you guys love all these YouTube channels, and I've said this to people before, don't go into Matthew's thing or his thing or that thing and say, well, that guy has this many. Just be happy that we're doing this stuff for you. You know, we just try our hardest. All right, let's talk about more Vegas stuff, okay? We got my fake book, but only part of fake book that's not fake. Oh, wait, Brianna asked, do you do filming? Yes, I do, Brianna. On my channel, I have several short films that I've done. And I also just got a gimbal from Cindy with Best Las Vegas Gifts. So you should totally go check her out. She's awesome. She's not a sponsor of my channel. She's just great. Oh, thank you. Say hi to Matthew. Hopefully you can stick around. I know it's like 12 midnight where you're at, so it's technically Sunday morning. But hopefully you can stick around and we can chat about stuff. So anyways, I got a gimbal, which is good for my Leica, which is on the gimbal, so I can't show you anything. So you failed. I know, I get it. Thank you. But anyways, yeah, I'm trying to always make the filming better. Yeah, Patreon is growing. I appreciate it. I did shout out all the new Patreon people today. There's like, how many Patreon people are there today? I can go look. Actually, why did I just do that? I don't know how to use a computer. It's my first day. That's a Homer Simpson tip. If you are ever in a situation, just say it's my first day. I have 154 people on my Patreon, which is really nice of you guys, and I really appreciate it. And I've been okay with not, you know, everyone says hi. That's a David Bowie song. Everyone says hi. It's a sad song. It's a song where he's singing to somebody who he lost. And he's pretending is to say you took a big trip, say you went away. And he says, everyone says hi, like he's talking to someone that's not there. I get goosebumps because I love David Bowie. Literal freaking goosebumps right now. And, yeah. The Thin White Duke is not with us anymore. Okay, maybe how the legal blanks outside of Vegas will adhere to social distancing. No, Will, we're not talking about that. This is a PG-rated channel. Irving Jackson, any stories about the Four Queens would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Man, I'm not a Four Queens guy. I'm giving you some ideas, Matthew. Talk about the Four Queens. Irving Jackson wants to see it. Any stories about the Four Queens? Oh, Stephen, can you talk about how the casinos will protect themselves from lawsuits pertaining to patrons' possible exposures to COVID-19? Yes, I can. I did that video a while back, and it said something to the effect of the casinos are going to basically have you do a digital waiver when you check in. Now, let me ask you this. What if you checked a digital waiver and you refused to do it and they turned you away? That would be pretty crazy, right? Matthew's a great guy. I really enjoy Matthew's content and videos are awesome. Hey, man, he's good. I would not be a senator. I don't know, maybe an Ottawa senator, but I am terribly out of shape. My cardio's not up there. I have bad knees. I can't skate. Sounds like I'd be perfect for the Ottawa Senators hockey team. That's a joke about hockey. Yellow Productions is awesome. I love that guy. He has some hustle. And I really like him. He's not in the channel right now, but I like that guy. I'm jealous about how he gets to go to Asia all the time. And he does that. He did a 3D camera once, and it was pretty good. A 3D video. I don't have a 3D glasses, but I was like, man, you're innovating, and you got to innovate. Melanie Burleson, whoa, 524 thank yous for Melanie. If you don't see it in the chat, she says, stay safe. Been here since you started. Wow, all those months ago, I started in earnest in January of 2019. I've never seen you comment, and if you commented, I'm so sorry. I get a lot of comments. Guys, everybody, including say hi to Matthew, please say thank you to Melanie. Shout her name out in the channel. That is awesome of her. Thank you so much. Give her the YouTube logo. Give her the emoji. Everybody do it. You guys are great. The Four Queens is named after his 4 daughters, I believe, Matt says. That is good. I like that. Yeah, guys, we got to be grateful for what we have, but never satisfied. Does that sound stupid? Do I sound like a jerk? No. Be grateful that you have what you have, but then always try to find more. Human beings always want to run faster, jump higher. If you got the world's biggest, let's say you're the world's fastest man, you're Usain Bolt, you definitely want to be faster next year, don't you? Because that's what you do. That's what people want to do. We want to strive. Lake Mead is back open, Kevin says. He is correct. There's more to Vegas than casinos. Kevin Panett is correct. Cold Creek was very lively this morning, too. Yes, so Kevin Panett is pointing out the Lake Mead National Recreation Area is open. I don't know if you can do things like boat rentals and stuff, but you can go there. Matthew has pointed out that we all appreciate any support. Guys, I consider $1 the same as amazing Brianna up there because I don't expect anything. I never ask. Can't ask. Howard Glickman is asking me for hat. I like hat. You like shirt? That's a Homer Simpson thing. Sean Exclusive says, I just passed the park. No basketball goals are open. Yeah, Sean Exclusive, they're supposed to be opening those, but who knows? Governor Sisolak doesn't know. The Phantom knows. Remember that? The Phantom knows. It's an old-fashioned radio show. You kids are too young for that with your Instagrams and your U-books. So I do have a hat, but I don't want to cover up my beautiful hair. The kitties are sleeping or doing whatever cats do. Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you guys. I need 506 thank yous for Sean Exclusive for giving us that update. That sucks. I don't know. Liked your Sisolak parody live stream with Muzak. I didn't do one of those. Maybe you're talking about somebody else. It wasn't a live stream. That was just a premiere. Oh, yeah. So I took the bum, 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 bum. It was a circus show. It was a sideshow. I probably should have dialed the music down a little bit. It was not good. The Shadows knows. I didn't know. The Shadow knows. Yeah, it's an old radio show. And then it was a movie in the 90s that I never saw. That was when superhero movies were not what they are today. Thank you, Brianna. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for being so awesome and generous to me today. When do you think the wedding chapels will be open? Pinky, good news for you. Guys, 500 thank yous to Brianna. 500 thank yous to Sean Exclusive. 500 thank yous to everybody. By the way, let's just do this. Oh my God, I suck. I have not done this. Matthew's here. I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do, guys. I mean, he came over to see me, and that means a lot because honestly, that's kind of cool. I'm smiling. Because to me, I look up to him because he's got his thing, man. He's been doing this and he's got a good flow. And I'm actually smiling that somebody came in to watch. I smile that all you guys come in to watch me. Oh, shit. Okay. Did I? Oh! Okay, anyways. I thought I jammed up my whole computer. Scared the heck out of me. Can anybody see me? Am I still on? Oh, I said a curse word too because I was so scared. But we have to do this because I got excited. In order of which they happened, not most recent. Guys, Vegas Mooch. Ooh, Susan VP. I was joking about the Senators. I know you're from Canada. You're from Senators country. And I love the Senators logo. And I really want to see them be successful. Okay. Okay, look. Vegas Mooch. Thank you, You're all rock stars. All y'all are my peeps and my friends, and thank you guys for all your support. But these are the ones that were above and beyond a little bit. Vegas Smooch, Mr. Classic TV 1980, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, Paul Rotter, No Life. That could be like nitrous oxide life. I don't know. Oof to Paul. Sounds like a Minnesota or a Michigan thing. Paul Teitler, Sean Slack, JR. Hold on, check this out. Gregory Nemisek, Lisa Glasgow, BD, TK2 Wavy, Sean Slack, BD, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, Herbert Daughtry, Mr. Classic TV 1980, Miss Dr. Dudson, Ton W, Evan's Mom, Melanie Burleson, Sean Exclusive, Brianna Drag Queen Slots, Susan VP, Irvine Lover. Wow. Well, I did it in one breath. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Could I do the Pee Wee Herman? You don't mean the dance, do you? I could talk like Pee Wee. I could talk like Arnold. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on with smooth streaming right now. It looks like I'm not sending out enough data. Hopefully you guys can see me. I only have 10 minutes to go. Irvine says, Matthews Donut Bar Oscar Steakhouse rocks. Very nice. I could do the Pee-wee. Ha! Ha! I can't do Pee-wee. Ha! Ha! I can't do Pee-wee. Oh my god, I knew you're... I can't do Pee-wee Herman. I can do Arnold. I can say, look out! Thank you! You're so generous! That's the Arnold. Everybody likes that. Anyways, no, I'm not sorry. I know you are, but what am I? Gail hates it when I do Arnold. So when she says no Arnold, I say more Arnold. Yeah, I'm getting a horrible thing from YouTube saying there's not enough bandwidth, but to me it seems like I have enough bandwidth. So I'm glad. I think what happened was my computer took a hiccup and it sucked and now it's better. So when Gail says do no Arnold, I'm trying to learn how to do Arnold. So let's learn together how to do Arnold. Anyways, it's terrible, right? So with Arnold, I realized that it comes from this deep part of your throat right here, and you got to use lots of like airy windiness. So you have to go, California. See, I can't do it. So you can start yelling as Arnold. You can go, it's California. You can say California. Oh yeah. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm not going to do it right now. Maybe I'll practice it in the shower. We'll do a better job. Gail hates Arnold. I love Arnold. I don't know. Gail, give me a reason. I love it. Maybe you're listening on headphones and yeah, they love Arnold. You gotta spit loud when you talk. Oh, come on, you go be live streaming YouTubes. Look at the YouTube. It's fantastic. It's terrible. Your Arnold stands terrible. You girly man. You don't know what you're doing. Stick around. And then you cough. I don't do a Trump impression. You can do a Jerry Lewis impression. It always sounds like the professor off The Simpsons. Hey, lady. Oi, my friends. Oh, lady. Oh, my God. How do I say it? Nice lady with the eyebrows and the things. Do some Sling Blade. Oh God, that's a... You know, actually, if you want to go see Fargo, it's filmed in my hometown, the TV series. The first season of Fargo, fan-frickin-tastic. So good. Wade likes to say virus anytime anyone coughs. He's one of those folks, I guess. I reckon. French fried potatoes. I don't know. That's just Sling Blade. That's Billy Bob Thornton. Super awesome in the first season of Fargo. Throw me some regular stuff. Come on, let's talk about whatever. I love the first Terminator when a naked Arnold walk up to the biker and he says, give me your clothes. Yeah, I'm a cybernetic organism. Anyways, yeah, I love the Terminator movies. I am really into the pop culture and the idea of time travel and all that. So when I see Rick and Morty and they did that, and Rick and Morty I think is back this weekend possibly, and I'm really excited. And I see all that, the pop culture references, that just sticks in my head. Could I do Sisolak? Hi, I'm Steve Sisolak. We have a plan. It might start today. It might have started yesterday. It probably starts on May 15th. It might be 5 phases, 10 phases, 15 phases, 25 phases, but I don't know anything. Steve Sisolak sounds really, really tired whenever he talks. What did I think of the Riv back in the day? I liked the Riv. I liked Nickeltown at the Riv. Bree-boy, I don't smoke. Oh, you saying no smoking in the casinos? That's possibly. Back to the Future, yes. If you guys don't know, Rick and Morty is based off of a very, very, very offensive Back to the Future parody that I will not talk about, or else YouTube will strike my channel to the ground. I will strike you down so hard. How's that phrase go? It's pop culture. In an Arnold voice, you need to say it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Oh, that was pretty good. It's not a tumor. What's wrong with you? I'll be going to Vegas. I'm coughing again. So when you do Arnold, it comes from back in the bottom right here. That's what it does. And you got to say it like the other day. I couldn't tell what he was saying the other day. Oh, what's wrong with him is that he has a 4-year-old child running his AV department. Say hi to Matthew's out. Say bye to Matthew, everybody. Thanks for stopping in, Matthew. That was cool. A little YouTube celebrity actually watched my live stream today. That was very nice. Thanks so much. Guys, we have 5 minutes left. T-minus 5 minutes. 5 megas. Vegas throat. It's like strep throat, but you get it when you go into casinos. Kindergarten cop. Yes. My name is John Kimball. I'm a cop. I'm not you. I'm not a cop. I don't know. I don't remember that. I remember, who is your daddy and what does he do? But I don't remember a lot of that. I watched it so many times. Yeah, you got to smoke cigars in a bathtub, guys. That's what it is, guys. 5 minutes till Wapner. No, Dustin Hoffman was great. I was talking to my old man. I'm like, if that movie was made 20 minutes later. Yeah, if they made that movie 20 minutes later. If they made that movie... boys haven't been. We'll show that, Frito. Oh no, don't hide that one. See, somebody doesn't know Kindergarten Cop. So Frito Fresh was trying to do this quote from Kindergarten Cop. And I was going to go and apply it and say we could do that, but somebody was thinking it was offensive. It's not. That's what they post in Kindergarten Cop. And those are statements that they made in the movie. Nothing wrong with that. It's just a movie line by a kid, little girl. Little boy. Little girl. It was a little boy back in the show. I remember him. I think that kid was in a bunch of stuff. You're doing an awesome job, Steven. You just did Joe Pesci. No, it's just a terrible generic New York thing. Like talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Okay, hi from Wisconsin. I got to get out of here in 4 minutes, guys. You guys are great. Steven, you came to Las Vegas at an early age. I came here when I was 23. I don't know, that's not that early, but I came here, no, that's not true. I moved here when I was 23. I came here for the first time when I was like 15 or 14. Oh, you poor baby. Jingle All the Way. Yeah, that movie was underrated. I think it was pretty okay as movies go. If you guys ever want to go watch, there's a really good channel called The Nostalgia Critic. He's been doing YouTube for probably well over a decade. That's a good one. And The Nostalgia Critic, angry video game nerd. He curses a lot, but he talks about old video game stuff. There's a lot of really good ones out there. And mods, don't get testy. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, it's okay. If you don't know, now you know. And you're all doing your best, and I know that. Memorial Day weekend, we'll be back in biz. I hope so, guys. That would be great. What made me move to Vegas? I've told the story, Gail. I was in, where was I? I was in California working, and I came to Vegas. My wife was here. Yada, yada, yada. I've been here ever since. I did the Jerry Seinfeld yada, yada thing. You didn't yada, yada that. Yes, you yada, yada that. Yeah, guys, I mean, there's so much more. There's so much more to it, but I gotta keep some stuff personal. You can be an online person, but sometimes you tell too much stuff, and then, you got nothing left to say. Now I have to watch Fargo the movie again. Yeah, that Fargo the movie was filmed in Brainerd, Minnesota. Oh, yeah, Fargo, right? And then, I loved it. And then the TV series on FX is excellent. It's great, and you should watch all of it. FX is great. They have their own streaming service. I think Circa is still on schedule for sure. I was going to move to Vegas this month, delay by 6 months at least. But Brian, at least you're on your way, and I love it. Hello from Wisconsin, Brad says. Hello, Packers, Badgers, Bucks, and Brewers. Boom. Did I hit all of them? I think so. Gail's asking me questions that even police officers and law enforcement aren't supposed to ask me. That's fine. See you later. And we're not doing that out here. And that's a really rude question to ask anybody. I don't care what race they're from. That's not right. You don't ask people about their legal status in the United States. Come on. Aren't we past that? Why don't we just not care about that and care about our love for this world and for this city? Anyways, yes, I will stay safe, John. We got about a minute left. The Pinball Hall of Fame, we can talk about that someday. That's good. Brianna wants people to like and subscribe to the channel. They think that Brianna's promoting her channel, but she's promoting this channel, so I had to moderate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are great. And just remember, guys, it's good. Go to that World-O-Meters site and go take a look at all the stuff that you guys can go look at for the stats. Look at those charts I showed you guys yesterday on the live stream. Take a look at it and notice that it is going down. We are in a better place than we were yesterday and the day before that, and tomorrow we're going to be better off even again. By the way, she's not watching tonight, but that is the mascot on the wall for the channel right there, sent to me by a subscriber. That is awesome of her too. So thank you guys for being awesome out there. Thank you to everybody tonight. Like, share, subscribe to videos. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. And so 3, 2, 1, and hey, Mark. Hi, Mr. Uber. Click.